Hey everybody, it is February 22nd, 2019. I was just watching the news and I read a story on the Salinas, Californian in regards to the law enforcement operation that the City of Salinas Police Department took part in with some federal agencies, I guess Homeland Security, ICE, and what other agencies all try to get a link and put the story in a box below or something, or you can just look it up, do a search online. Anyways, they called the operation Triple Beam, which made me think they were going after, the drugs, which would be nice because in the city of Salinas, you could drive down the street and look over at the intersection at Rossi and at Chin Brothers Market. Someone's sitting out front shooting up in their arm right there in broad daylight, or you walk into a CVS and some guy's got his pants down sitting on the sidewalk and he's shooting up in his leg. Of course, I did the video where you saw the lady smoking meth, and she says it's nothing, it's just meth. But yeah, it's pretty rampant in Chinatown. You see the homeless people and the druggies and stuff walking around on a daily basis, and I just wish they would crack down on that a little bit more than they have. It doesn't seem that there's the funding for, drug investigations, at least at the county level. I know there's not. Anyways, when I heard the numbers of the people that they had arrested, and I got here 197 total arrests, and I remember during the press conference, I think he mentioned there was about 130 plus that had been arrested for felony charges. Evading the police officers could be a felony charge, but there were a number of people that were arrested that had been that are now being charged with murder. There's aggravated assault or assault with a deadly weapon. There's attempted murder and things like that. And I think that's great that you guys have them off the street, and there's millions of dollars in bail that they would have to pay to get back out again. But when I read through it, it said 94 arrested were actual gang members. And there's a penal code section 186.22 PC that is to participate in a criminal gang. So I did a real easy search. I went to the Monterey County Sheriff's Office. I looked at the time frame that they indicated that this operation was being conducted, which was October 15th, 2018 to just the other day when they announced it. And I looked to see how many people were actually in jail for participating in a criminal street gang, 186.22 PC. There's a total of 43 people listed as being active participants in a street gang or criminal street gang. 17 people that are in jail right now, and this is from multiple agencies, so the county takes everybody, from the time period of October 15th to today's date. And only 7 people listed were from Salinas they're still in jail out of all those that they arrested. So you had 197 total arrests, at least 130 for felonies. 94 arrested were gang members, and there's 7 from the city of Salinas, which is the majority of population in Monterey County as far as municipalities go. 150, 160, 170, who knows, probably closer to 190, 200,000 people the way things are going. But I did notice that there was a couple of people that had been transferred over from the Superior Court for violation of probation. There was a probation took someone in, as some of the people that were in that same time frame. But it shows you how they can sit there and tell you that, oh, we did this great, wonderful thing. But if they're all back out on the street again, what's changed? What have you actually accomplished in this whole operation? I've noted in the past, was it Operation Black Widow, where they'd gone out after one of the gangs and they took down their hierarchy and broke up the chain of command and so forth. And what ended up happening was you had a bunch of street violence going on. after that, because then the guy at the bottom of the totem pole is trying to work his way up. So he's going to go out and shoot somebody. He's going to commit a crime. And the deal with crime in Salinas is like they like to give you a yearly statistic on how many homicides or how many crimes. It's just a cyclical thing. It happens in bursts at random periods of time. If I went back to, say, 1990, 92, somewhere around there, and I added up all the homicides, you're looking at maybe 600 homicides in the city of Salinas, maybe more. I stopped counting a while back, so I haven't kept up on that. But I had done that research at one time, and it was like you have, that continues to go on, and then I read that their clearance rate on homicides, that's how many cases they've actually solved, is somewhere around 20%. So while I appreciate taking, suspected murderers and attempted murderers and people like that, and people that are going out and committing robberies and getting them off the streets, the DA needs to get behind you. You need to put bail that's astronomical on these folks and just keep them behind bars. I mean, they're felons. They have prior histories. They're participating in a terrorist organization, which is a gang. If you read the legislation that California passed to make that, it's street terrorism. So 7 people from Salinas are still in county jail in the course of this operation that they went and had a press conference for. So just something to think about. Peace.